From CN8, the Comcast network. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hello, I'm Carla Sholey, and this is Comcast Newsmakers Campaign 2000. And this hour's newsmaker is Tino Rozzo, Socialist Party candidate for the 2nd Congressional District. And our topic today is his candidacy. Thanks for joining us today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Your name is very distinct. I think people won't have a problem remembering that, right?
I hope not.
People know you as Tino.
Yes.
First time running for Congress.
Yes.
And you represent the Socialist Party?
Socialist Party USA.
Now, a lot of people confuse socialism with communism. Why is that?
Communism had adapted the word socialism during one of the internationals. Socialism is not even, many times not even Marxist or revolutionary. The word socialism was derived from a Frenchman named Alexandre Vinet in the early 1800s, and one of his articles in a magazine called The Sower.
And what does it mean to be a democratic socialist?
A democratic socialist is a person who adapts to the philosophy that people should control their work environment, their lives, their political influences, and their economy.
And there are 3 main issues that I know you want to talk about today. Workers' cooperative, which you say helps to alleviate unemployment.
And poverty. Yes. In order to solve some poverty problems, I live in a very impoverished county in my district. One of the things we have to do as an alternative to welfare is introduce workers' cooperatives. These workers' cooperatives are a way to give people control over their work. They are not consumer businesses, but they're businesses that work in conducive with society, the economy, and they help to foster a sustainable environment in cities wherever they are. So a few examples, or one of the examples is the Mondragon system in Spain, which since the 1950s has become quite a wonderful way of people to control their jobs and to have a democratic working environment. The Japanese do the same thing in something called the Seikatsu system. It's mostly controlled by Japanese women. They buy things at a discount, and they have membership where membership receives wholesome products and sometimes organic products at a discount.
Is that why you decided to run for office?
I decided to run for office because not only did my party ask me to, but I ran for office because I'm very concerned about people and the way we live our lives. We live in a society where it's difficult for people to fulfill their aspirations because the economy isn't really as wonderful as, we'll say, some people in news media would suggest. I live in an area where bank accounts aren't full, where prices are very high, and where there's a lot of people on welfare, and we need an alternative to the current system.
And you talk about Cumberland County being the most impoverished county in the state.
Right. Atlantic County, Cumberland, Cape May County, and the outer reaches of Cumberland and Salem County are not doing much better.
What are some of the situations of the poverty issues here?
Well, one of the poverty issues is a cooperative could help assist solving the poverty situation. But welfare reform isn't working either. 55% of people who get off welfare will be back on it within a year. The jobs that are given to welfare recipients are usually temporary jobs that really are meaningless. We have to change that. We have to give people a way to improve their lives, help them fulfill their aspirations, and help them to have a better and more improved existence. The current system tends to be somewhat cold and cruel, and I'd like to change that.
Better alternatives to HMO, you say, too.
Well, HMOs don't work very well. I took care of my father for years. He was on an HMO. HMOs, unfortunately, are a pretty nasty business. I think the universal health insurance is the way to go. They have universal health insurance in Canada, and regardless of what conservative pundits say, it works, and it works well. I have cousins in Canada, and I speak to Canadians, and they cherish their healthcare system.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
This hour's newsmaker has been Tino Rozzo. Thanks for joining us. I'm Carla Sholey.